3 reasons that HR sucks. Reason 1, because they do not exist to protect employees or employee rights, and they pretend that they do. One of the biggest issues I had working with human resources was coming to the realization that I was not there to protect employees, which is what I came into human resources to do. But it became very clear very early on that that was not my role. And in many cases, I would get reprimanded if I did something to look out for an employee that was counter to the interests of the organization. So one of the things I think is the suckiest thing about HR is that they recruit people who are good people to work in human resources, telling them you're going to get to help employees and you're going to be there to serve employees. But then they get in there and they find out their primary function is to protect the institution, even when they have to cover for crappy managers. Reason number 2, because they actively undermine employees when they need them most. That's the thing that I hate the most about human resources as a sector. That when employees come to them with concerns and issues is when an employee really needs them, and that HR will actively go after the employee after pretending that they're there to help them. A lot of times they'll sit there and they'll intently listen and take notes and pretend that they're going to use the information to help you. And in some cases, they may even destroy the notes after the meeting because notes that don't exist are not discoverable in a legal action. And so they will actively, some HR people, look to cover up things and protect the organization no matter what, which I think is just horrible. And so that's the second thing that I hate, is how they actively line up against employees at a time when employees need them most. And number 3 for me is because human resources lines up behind management no matter what they do. I've seen so many situations, and from clients heard so many situations where people were actively engaging in illegal discrimination, whether it was sexual harassment, discrimination based on gender, race, disability. And HR's default was to still try to figure out a way to line up behind the manager and discredit the employee. I think that's just horrible, and it is not an exception. It is the rule in human resources. And so that's my third thing that I really hate about human resources, which is why I think the way that it's practiced now, it sucks. So just to recap, the 3 reasons why I think human resources sucks are because they exist to protect the institution and not the employee, because they intentionally lie to employees about their intention to help them when they come to them for help, knowing that they're not going to look out for them, because they always line up behind management even when they're dead wrong. If you believe that you are being subjected to a discriminatory, toxic, and hostile work environment, please book a discovery call and let's map your escape, possibly with COIN. I'm Anne-Marie, the anti-HR HR lady. HR may not be your enemy, but they're definitely not your friend. I am. I'll see you in the next video.